Today I decided me and Sophia are going to be going through my old sketchbooks. I've got a lot of them and they're in order from oldest to newest, so that you can get an idea of what my art used to look like and how it evolved, because I thought it would be fun. Alright, this is the oldest sketchbook I have. I used to just draw on notebook paper, but this is the first sketchbook I ever got. It's from, it was before COVID. I was in like 6th grade, I think, so like 2018, maybe 2019, I think. The first drawing I did in here isn't in this, it's in something else. I'll have to pull that out later. The first page is just, I don't know. I didn't actually draw this. My sibling drew this, and in a lot of these sketchbooks, I go back regularly and look at things, and I added some apparently in the past. June 29th? Okay. But yeah. Oh. The second drawing in this sketchbook is crazy. It's a lot like this. I didn't know how to draw hair. I think I learned that eventually. That one's not finished. I'm thinking about going back and redrawing some of these, so I'll have to find one that I like to redraw. My sibling drew that. That was supposed to be me. Oh, at least I got the hair, but that's kind of scary. It's the eyes and the lack of eyebrows for me. This I was supposed to give to my my music teacher, but I never finished it in time. I'm glad I didn't, because that would be horrifying. Look at the eyelashes. That's too many eyelashes. And then there's this one. I don't know what that's supposed to be. There's a lot of unfinished art pieces in this one. That's an elephant. One of my brothers said it looked like a screaming person, like a scuba diver. Like that's their scuba thing, and then there's the mouth and the arms. I kind of see it though. And a heart, because this page was ripped. I'm like, what am I supposed to draw on the ripped page? Now I probably would have just put a bunch of sketches instead of wasting a page. Some like landscape practice it looks. I was tracing a dragon my sibling drew. I'm missing one of the drawings I did in here. It was a bald guy with gauges, because I gave it to one of my friends because she thought it was funny. That's all the pages I have in this one. This one is from like 7th grade, so like 2019 I believe, like leading into 2020. I remember I drew a lot of these with my friends in choir. And I was going to color the cover, but I finished all the pages before I could finish coloring the cover, so I never got the chance. There's a lot of weird drawings in this one. I know for a fact that there are some really weird things in here. I went through a lot of weird phases in middle school with my drawings, so just mentally prepare yourselves, I suppose. Oh yeah, I wrote when it was from. Ooh, my friend wrote that. That's not my handwriting, I don't think. Well, I wrote the cheese, I think. I don't actually know. I don't remember, but, yeah, we're not going to question it. We're not going to judge. I don't know what that is about. They're supposed to be in love, I think. This one actually looks cute. Like, I think this one looks good. Like, I might redraw this, actually. I'm going to redraw this one. This is going to be the one that I redraw. I wanted to redraw it for so long. I made the twins, Slip and Chip, and then the story behind the next ones that are coming up. I had my friends pick which one they wanted, so like one of them chose, the other one got stuck with the other one, and I drew them together for funsies. Okay, that's a bigger drawing of Chip, I think is his name. Another random doodle. And that was my friend, and Slip, I think she chose Slip. And then that was my friend Maria. And she chose, well, she got stuck with Chip, I think. But he seems like a good boyfriend. Unrelated, I did not read Harry Potter at all. I think I just came up with that on my own. We're not going to question it. Don't question it. Yeah, I drew my friends together. Some guy. Another character. That's kind of scary, but it's another character. A lot of these were unfinished. Like, I did not... See what I mean? I wasted a lot of pages. Oh, here's some ones I went through side view. That I wrote, like, 2 years ago. This one looks really good, though. Like, I did such a good job on this one. Some of these are not as good. I haven't come back to this in a while. some hands that are not that good. I drew some ones later that looked good. That, I think I was trying to draw him pointing at his chin, but yeah, we're not going to talk about that. I actually redrew these at one point. I drew them better, but I need to redraw them again, I think. I actually redrew this one as well. Oh, yeah, that's kind of scary, and I guess I drew a little doodle there later on. One of my characters, I don't know, she's got 6 arms, and that's her sister. Oh, and that's them together. That was one of my friends, but I love that drawing. I need to redraw that eventually. Yeah, that's just some character. Another character. It's just a bunch of random drawings. I tried to draw a side view, but the neck was so long, so I later added what looks like a bird. That, I think I was trying to draw a pig character. It didn't work. Oh, yeah, I guess I was trying to draw smooching, and I later did. I'm going to have to draw that for my comic because, you know, there's a couple in my comic, but that doesn't look too bad. Oh, I don't know what that is. This I drew when I got bored in class one day. Here, let me. It's a bunch of zombies at a wall. It's very confusing. Where's the first one? Here, you can't escape. And then 2, he's thinking I know. And then 3, he says can too, because he's trying to climb the wall. And then 4, it says they're just going to kill you. And then 5 is, oh. And then it comes to 6 where they're dead. But then he just comes back because he's a zombie. And so 7 is, we're a zombie. Can't you just come back to life? And then 8 is, oh yeah, and then someone says shut up. And it's a bunch of zombies trying to get out of a town. It's really weird. This was for Valentine's Day. That one is when I first started trying shading. It doesn't look the best, but it doesn't look too bad. That kind of looks like Deku, but I also didn't watch anime at that time. A bunch of unfinished drawings. Nothing spectacular. Oh, that one's cute. I need to redraw that. I actually redrew this one like 4 times. I need to redraw it again. It's like a thing I did. English. I actually have a version of this drawn in one of my other sketchbooks. So I'll have to show you that one. A little drawing. This was Benjamin. He's a werewolf, even though he's got wolf ears. This was his werewolf version. It's the same. I don't understand. I was pretending to be a horse girl because I had a crush on a horse girl. And I wanted her to like me more. So I drew a bunch of horses. Another character. Oh, and this is her. I had a crush on her. And that was me. I need to blur some things as well because my old name's in here. That was 7th grade. I went through some weird phases in 7th grade. This was when I moved schools, sometimes slightly before and slightly after. This was when I was in 8th grade, right after COVID. See, you can tell because of the mask. I also probably just didn't want to draw a mouth, so like, that was a good excuse not to draw a mouth. Another character. Just about, like, our art style changed a lot. A little hourglass, I guess. Math equations. I was trying to do like a little like test animation thing. I'm not an animator. Well, I wasn't at that time. I am now. I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be rips in the paper. Ice cream person. Oh, and I drew a little pose later on, it looks. A drawing with a person with a dog. I can't draw dogs. I still can't draw dogs. That one I think is really cute. I've always really liked that drawing. I'll have to redraw it. See, I even redrew it here. There's that. This is a redraw I did of this one. Like I redrew this one. It's way more colorful. Wow, that's crazy. And then they're walking, I guess. That was my sibling at the time, I think. Another drawing. I tried to do side profile. It actually doesn't look bad considering my characters don't have like noses that stick out. That was a drawing I did of me. Ignore the notes on the sides. Yeah, whatever that is. This I drew way later on, like, probably 10th or, like, 9th or 10th grade. And I wrote a note that I need to redraw that. I definitely will be. And I think that's about everything besides some doodles I did. This was late 8th grade, maybe like 2021-ish. Yeah, definitely, because I went into 8th grade in 2020. Yeah, let's see. A tower, I guess. A lady. There's a lot in this one. A skateboarding guy. It's a bunch of the same poses, basically. Oh, someone falling to their death, it appears. Friendship. The sticky notes were in here for when I was going to redraw it, like, 2 years ago. Yeah, I have some characters in here that I really like. That is kind of terrifying. I tried to draw a short person. It didn't work. Some flowers. I don't really draw flowers. I clearly had an obsession, and still do, with drawing people with guitars and, like, band members and stuff. It's super cool. My comic is literally about a band, so clearly that did not leave. Yeah, whatever this is. I think I was trying to color the band member from the last page. Circles. Whatever that is. I think I turned her into a character. Your mom. I don't know, I was bored. I like this character. I might redraw that. I don't know what that was about. A lot of these aren't filled out. A different art style, it seems. Oh, I tried to draw puppies. That looks terrifying. An outfit. Just more poses. This reminds me of those trees from that one movie, that one Disney movie that came out. What's it called? The one with the weird trees and the lungs and stuff. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Strange World, yeah. But I drew it first, so that means Disney stole from me. A bunch of random things. Dance Gavin Dance, it appears. Yeah, I was trying to learn to write backwards. I still know how to write backwards. That was for science. I drew some stuff and some lips, it appears. More lips. An eyeball. A scary, spooky girl who's floating with her teddy bear. Some lady. I think she's a ghost. More lips. I circled all the ones that I thought looked good. That was a while ago, though. I like this drawing. This drawing's cute. That one's decent. Don't know what that is. This, I came back March 28th, 2024. And drew something. That, when was that? May 24th, okay. So yeah, and then I drew some things, just some random doodles in this book a while back. Not much cool things in this one. This one I remember drawing in math a while back in 8th grade, so this was also still, no, 9th grade. This was 9th grade, yeah. The first semester, so it was like 2021 still. There's not much in this one. It's just a bunch of doodles and some Spanish, it seems. And a story that I'm going to skim over. A drawing. Whatever that is. A bunch of random just doodles, I guess. That's kind of scary, actually. Oh, that's my character, Emo Mike. Some of you may know about him, but that's not what he looks like. That's what he looks like. Except for he has purple on one side and blue on the other. I don't know which one. I think it's blue on this side and purple on this side. But I haven't drawn him in a while. And that's literally everything that's in this sketchbook. That's unfortunate. This one's got a confusing little comic in it. I don't know if you can see the character on the front page. But, she's a pretty cool character that I invented. See, she's like getting ready for a party to see her sister who's famous. But, so she's dressed in her normal outfit. But her mom gets mad at her and tells her to get in her dress. And that's what she's wearing. And then she runs into her sister at the party. And her sister has to leave. Because she's busy with being a celebrity or whatever. And then they have to leave the party. And then it's the next day. And then she goes to the store and sees these super awesome ripped jeans that she wants. But her mom says no. And that's the end of that story. I was writing comics ages ago. There's that. Whatever that is. Some character I did. And then there's her eating a cookie. And another character. I actually drew this one digitally at one point. So they're sharing a popsicle, even though she had the popsicle in her mouth. I guess she just doesn't care. I don't know. There's a person, I guess. I messed up Jiro fan art because I had on My Hero Academia hyperfixation. And I guess a little doodle. March 2023. I did to fix it. That looks like math stuff. And I don't think there's anything else in this one besides some math in the back. But that's it. Now this one. This is one I had all through 9th grade. I remember I was writing a story in the front of it about some characters that I invented. I'll have to add a picture of them. I did them digitally. But it's a really pretty long story about some... So I remember when I was writing a story about this magical school that just floats around in the middle of the sky. In like the universe, and I had different characters for that entirely, and they all had magical powers. And then I changed it to Witches of the Mischief, which I'm not sure if anyone who's seen my videos knows about that besides my friends. But it was about this magical witch girl who always gets in trouble, and she goes to the school that's floating around in the middle of the universe, basically, just like randomly in this like space. And that's where I got the idea for it. It was in here. But I also have some art on the other side. And it's a bunch of lips, I guess. And some of these are pretty scary, so prepare yourself. My eyes, see, this is where I started. I was drawing a bunch of eyes. My most recent eye is not in here. I think it's in a different sketchbook. There's my most recent eye. This one right here. That's the most recent eye I have in this sketchbook. A drawing of a character. I was obsessed with Assassination Classroom. It was one of my favorite animes at the time. Yeah, I wrote a bunch of notes in here. It was a weird face, I guess. I wasn't the best at drawing faces. Math stuff. A pose. Oh, and me drawing a bunch of different poses. My favorite is probably like this one or this one. They're all really cool. Like, some of them are really cool. I did a good job with some of them. The rest of them are just kind of sad, you know? There's nothing on that page. Like, I don't know. Tattoo. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Weird, I guess. Oh, I was trying to draw a hand like that for the first time ever. I've never drawn a hand like that. And I think I did later on in an actual drawing, but I can't remember. I'll have to look. More math stuff. This one is absolutely terrifying. She looks like she's gonna come kill you in her sleep. In your sleep, not her sleep. And yeah, I said I was having nightmares. That one's pretty cute. I was trying to draw Koro-sensei again. And then the hands, there's a bunch of them. I don't know the most recent one. Let's see. They're all 2023. 2022. 7, that's July, 2023. I can't tell if there are any from 2024 or 2025. Huh, I guess I just haven't drawn a hand in a while. I'll have to update that. This one I want to redraw. I drew it digitally. It's pretty cute. A bunch of math. Some mushrooms smooching, I guess. Pose. Oh, some mushrooms and ghosts and stuff. That was one of my obsessions to draw it back then. More math. A character. That looks like, oh, this, okay, so there's a story behind that. One second. The story behind this, it's my current interests, that I started in, like, a long time ago, and I've been adding to it recently. I don't know if I should go over this in this video or not, because some of these are strange. I'm gonna have to skim over some of these things, because it's a lot of my personal stuff, but if you guys are interested, maybe I'll consider. But that's where me and Sophia will be ending this video, since it's getting pretty long. There will in fact be a part 2 whether you like it or not, because I already filmed them, so it would just be a waste to not do a part 2. Let me know if you want me to read my current interests in my part 2. They're there. They can be read to you. You can know what I was interested in the past. It's pretty much all the same thing, basically. But definitely check out my comic also. It's on webtoon. You can just search MARIPOSAS. Or There will be a link in both the description of this video, and there's one in my channel description if you're interested in checking it out. I worked really hard on it. I love it. Stay tuned for part 2. It will be posted eventually. And Sophia says, sleep with one eye open, because she knows where you live.